Morning mist on Mig Lake. Pete and I are the last ones out of camp this morning. It's 6:45, kind of a late start for us. But we only have 7 miles to go today. Good morning. We've got about 5 miles left to get to a resupply at Stevens Pass and then Leavenworth. The weather has changed dramatically. For the last 4 days it's been hot, and today this mist and wind came in and it's cooled down considerably. I'm wearing my puffy jacket. It's pretty pleasant actually. So we've done one climb this morning and we have one more climb to complete our trip. This is my 1 month on the trail. Today is the 18th of August and I started July 18th. So this is my 1 month day, and it could be my last because we're hearing rumors that the trail is closed down north of Stevens Pass due to a forest fire. So once I get into Stevens Pass, I will reassess my plans and decide whether I want to do a detour, a shuttle, or just go home and come back next year. Along with my fellow hikers, they have to come to a decision too. I'm leaning toward trying to finish it this year. And I'm not a purist, so I don't have to walk every step of the PCT, but if it's closed down, I don't mind walking around it. I don't have to see every mile of it. Check out this. See how the mist is? It's pretty cool. Not hot at all. Alright, I'll talk to you down the road, down the trail. Well, Peter and I just had some trail magic. The first trail magic in Washington. There was a guy, trail name French Fry. He was handing out cold drinks from an ice chest in his pickup truck. So I grabbed a Coke and I took it on the trail and drank it while I was walking. So we're about less than 3 miles from Stevens. And finally it started to warm up a little bit. The sun's kind of peeking out now. Still mighty windy and misty. We just went underneath a ski lift. So I guess that's from the Stevens Pass ski lift area. It was pretty magnificent, just a little bit windy. But the sun is breaking through and that's kind of nice. Right up ahead of me, I can see him. The other 3 guys, I guess, are about 10 minutes in front of us. Up ahead I can see another ski lift. So this is our final climb, and then it's downhill to Stevens. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye. I just lost my hat and Peter went back to pick it up for me. Here comes Peter with my hat, which fell off my head about a quarter mile back. He went back to retrieve it. I was just going to leave it there. It's very kind of him.
I'll just let you buy me coffee instead.
Sure. So we made it to Stevens and we're sitting in the cafe.
Not bad. It was a nice
And John.
I can always gear up.
When we came
A cup of coffee. Backpack. best brats in Leavenworth?
Look at this for bubblehead.
The bubble fish, bubble tea, the hat shop, wood shop. This is downtown Leavenworth. Last night they had live music over here on the left. It's very smoky here today. We got here last night. And today's just a rest day. So we're walking down to the market to buy some food. There's no cars on this street. It's all pedestrian traffic, which is really nice. So here's Peter, John, and Dan, also known as Wanderer, Cameraman, and Huckleberry. Dan and John are going home tomorrow, and I and Wanderer are kind of undecided exactly what we're going to do tomorrow. We want to keep hiking.
They've demolished that bloody oh my God. Thank you, ladies.
We just had our final breakfast together before John and Dan take off today. And it's still smoky, but it's supposed to be the last of the smoke. It's morning time here. It's probably about 9, so the traffic isn't too bad here on this road, this highway that goes through town. But in the afternoon, it's bumper to bumper. There. There's a little miniature golf course down there. And there's some goats here. Check out these goats. Anyway, we're walking back to the motel. I'm gonna pack up my stuff and check out at 11. And then I'm going to a campsite with Payday and his wife and Peter, and we're going to camp there tonight and plan to hit the trail. Good afternoon. This morning we left at the motel, checked out of the motel in the town of Leavenworth. Peter and I checked out. Now John and Dan, the two Canadians, they left for home. Actually, they're going to some business meeting up in British Columbia. But Peter and I got picked up by Payday's wife, Mary, at the motel when we checked out at 11 a.m. And she drove us to this campsite. It's in the National Forest here, some beautiful trees, where we're setting up camp. I just set up my tent here. Peter is setting up his right behind me. And Payday and his wife have a tent set up over there with their dog Lucy. But here's the deal. The deal is that it's really smoky today. And I just decided, and I told Peter and I told Mary that if it's like this tomorrow, I'm not going to hike, and I'm just going to probably go home. I don't really want to hike in smoky conditions, and I can come back next year. Hopefully, maybe in July before the fires begin. Right now I'm facing 2 trail closures up north, which means I'd have to make a detour on the trail and smoky conditions. The smoke is the real deal breaker for me. I don't really want to hike in the smoke. I faced this in California in 2018 where I was planning a trip to Yosemite and it was too smoky and we had to just change we had a permit to hike in the up the Tuolumne River Canyon. We just canceled that and did something else. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at actually taking the shuttle down to Seattle tomorrow and hopping on a plane and going home like 2 weeks early. But I will have accomplished, I don't know, 400 and some miles this year, which is more than I did last summer in Oregon. I did 3 something last summer. And it only leaves me about 200 miles left to do, which I can easily do next summer. Like I said, in July, before the fire season begins, maybe the middle of July or the second half of July would be the best time. In the meantime, tonight we're camped next to the Tai River, which is sort of near the town of Skykomish, between Skykomish and Stevens Pass. And Peter and I set up our tents here. Let me show you. Then off there in the distance is Mary and her husband Payday in their car and their dog. So it's probably about 1 o'clock and I think I'm gonna at least have something to eat. We did go out and have a farewell breakfast this morning with John and Dan. We went to Louis' restaurant at 8 a.m. Yeah, so kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye.